What's up, guys? That Really Gross Guy here, and we're back because I wanted to take a look at the new cosmetic bundle that came out in Warframe called the Ceramica bundle. And I'm not super crazy about it. I think they're worth a look, especially the Tonfa skins. But let's just kind of jump into it, and I'll give you guys my opinions as well as a little bit of a message that came out from Digital Extremes these last couple days. I believe it was Rebecca that maybe pointed this out. I don't know, but it has to do with we haven't had any weapons or warframes released in 2018. So I want to talk about that very shortly. But first, let's knock out the cosmetic stuff that we got in this bundle. So you can see first off the different shoulder plates, chest plates, and leg plates. These are part of the Ceramica bundle. I'm not too crazy about them. They're a little bit kind of flat. There's not a ton of detail thrown into them. I could see these possibly dropped onto maybe a couple frames. Mostly frames that are kind of like very bare on the shoulder, that these might be able to kind of mix it up a little bit and make these look really detailed. But putting these on someone that already has extra shoulder details and stuff, I feel like this would actually maybe take away from those kind of frames. So you may have to find a spot for plates like these. The types of shoulders I'm talking about are, think of the base Nova or the base or the deluxe Trinity, where their shoulders are very, pretty thin, pretty bare, that these might be able to throw a little bit of extra design in there. But personally, I feel like there's a lot of other really good shoulder plates in the game that I feel like accent those frames really well already. So then we have the chest plate, which again, kind of a little bit flat, a little bit lacking in detail, so I'm not too crazy about it. The leg plates, I think, are okay. Another one of those instances where it's like, well, if you have bare legs, kind of something that you think needs something, but not too much, maybe these would fill in those gaps. I've also noticed that a lot of leg stuff has started clipping through like the cloth on like Frost or the Haro Grak skin. So something like this that doesn't stick out too much probably won't clip with those types of things. So maybe if you really are a stickler for the clipping of stuff like this, maybe this is something that would do it for you. Then there's the Pandero skin. Apparently this because of its reload animation, I believe, is really only good for the Pandero, so this won't be equipable on other weapons, unfortunately. I really would like to see more of these skins be cover more variety of weapons. I understand when it comes to limitations of animations and stuff like that weapons can't be on certain skins, but similar to the last rifle we were talking about, rifle skin was the one that came with Octavia. It only goes on the Boltor, which kind of blows my mind, but because I don't know, I'd like to see it go on more weapons. But anyways, there's the Pandero skin. I think it looks okay, but I'm already a big fan of the default Pandero look. There's it in black and white. There's the color I was looking for. I already kind of really like that. So picking up this one, unless you really want to go for like a sleek Tenno looking kind of thing, I just prefer the looks of this a little bit more. So, and then lastly, which is probably the highlight of this bundle, I actually think these Tonfa skins look really good, and that's mostly because Warframe's kind of taken on the idea that Tonfas need to have spikes or blades or something on them. Realistically, in real life, Tonfas were always like blunt objects. You could spin those things around and you could send those towards enemies with a lot of blunt force, but they would be solid objects because they would break bone. They weren't meant to slice you open. They were meant to like shatter your bones. And this kind of goes back to the realistic Tonfa design. I see these little spiky deals on here. Keep in mind that this isn't an electric base. It's on a Tonfa. It's a skin, so it doesn't have stats specifically tied to this skin. But the electric I have on my or Cronins. Sorry, I was gonna say Tonfas, but just my Cronin specifically. So because I think it looked cool. I think it looked cool on the skin. But anyways, it's mostly like a blunt, solid object, and like I said, it's a little bit more realistic that way. And I think it looks good. I think these look pretty cool. They're really bulky, really girthy, and I feel like you could slam these into an, especially with the strength of a Tenno, slam these into an enemy pretty strong. You know, especially like we'll hop out of here and just look at how solid of objects these things are. These things are deadly. I like the little colorations and stuff on them. I think it's kind of cool. Could it have been a little bit more detailed? Probably, but yeah, it's all right. But yeah, so that is the Ceramica skin. Like I was saying, I did want to talk about something real quick. Oh yeah, also, these were given to me by Digital Extremes, so hashtag ad. So this technically is a form of them advertising. However, they gave it to me so I could have it in game, so I could show it to you. And, you know, I'm giving you my honest opinions, you guys could tell. But when they messaged out, they said, you've noticed that there hasn't been any new Warframes or weapons in 2018. I think that means either... I think that means they're working on some stuff. I think that could either mean, number one, they're working on Zaws. We've already seen the Zaw Katana and the Zaw Scythe. I'm sure there's a Zaw Hammer in the mix coming through at some point, like a heavy weapon hammer or something. Also, I was considering that when they said Warframe, obviously Korra is on the way. Maybe they're trying to scrape up some cool weapon type stuff to kind of match her. I know they've already shown some stuff, but who knows? Okay, hotfix. Oh, it's about Zenuric. Okay, and then the other thing is there were weapons shown in the little sneak peek for the Corpus Venus open world. I'm assuming they're working on that. However, I'm wondering if they're going to be just Corpus themed weapons, or are we going to get rifle or secondary Zaws? That would be super cool if they could make that happen. But like maybe they're not called Zaws, but the, you know, like modular weapons that are not melee. That would be super cool. But I have a feeling they're working on something pretty big when it comes to weapons, because they threw that out there as like a, well, you guys, I've been asking questions about weapons, but you know, there's nothing really to say right now. So that's my best guess. But anyways, that's gonna be it from me. Adjusted the hand position while holding the something. While holding the Pandero Ceramica skin to make it nicer in the Warframe's hand. Okay, yeah, okay. No need. I saw it say something about the Ceramica skin, so I wanted to check it out for you guys. But anyways, that's going to be it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope to see you guys in another episode of Warframe. Until then, blah!